It's Friday, Friday. What does she say after that?
Gotta get down on Friday.
Gotta get down on Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, people of all kinds, welcome, welcome to the best show during the best part of the week, the end of the week.
It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, Friday.
I can't do another big woo.
Woo!
Can you give us a little woo?
Woo!
Oh, I thought you meant like in terms of pitch, not length.
Oh no, it's the length.
How about the girth?
I mean,
Welcome to the End of Week podcast.
Where we provide you quality humor with meaning.
That is right. We are here to deliver another episode to you wonderful people. How are you both doing, fellas?
Doing pretty good, Rob. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Jan?
oh, fantastic, man.
Fantastic?
Yeah.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
right there. I'm right there.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I mean, if you're uncomfortable around fantastic feeling people, that's your problem.
And you know what? Speaking of discomfort, today's topic is about pain, but not just any pain.
What kind of pain?
Emotional pain.
No. Something.
Has anybody wronged you?
Call 1-800-END-A-WEEK podcast. We are talking about physical pain, the worst that we have ever experienced. Okay? I want to hear about the worst injury that each of you have suffered.
Okay.
And then I want you to share that pain with the world.
That's kind of tough. That last part,
Yeah.
it's a tall ask.
Yeah.
Do we have that kind of time?
We got all the time in the world.
All right, who's going first, fellas?
I can go first.
Hit me.
So I already talked about when I broke my elbow and my hand at the same time.
How that happen again? Real quick.
Jumping over a tennis net.
Ah,
Didn't quite make it.
not quite over either.
That was definitely the worst, but I trust me, I got more. So, but when it comes to the actual physical pain, that doesn't really bother me. Like, I have a very high pain tolerance for some reason. So, like, when I say this, I'm not like, oh my God, I was in so much pain, but it was a bad injury. So, let's take us back to, when did we start high school? 2011?
We started high school in 2010.
2010. Take you back to November 2010. And I remember this because it was during Thanksgiving break. I was freshman in high school, 2 months in. Over the break, I was big into skateboarding at this time. So I go to my...
Cool kid.
I go hang out with my cousin, and we go to a skate park. This is the first time I had been to a skate park since I had started skateboarding. And, I mean, you wouldn't really be familiar with it. Maybe you would be. When you're on the street, at least I would keep my trucks loose so I can turn easier.
Yeah.
But when you go to a skate park, since everything is smooth, you're supposed to tighten them a bit.
Yeah. It's like when longboarding, you make them really tight when you're going down hills.
Yes.
Because you don't want your board to
Speed
wobble.
wobbles. Yes, exactly. So it's my first experience with speed wobbles.
Oh, no.
So, and I like to think I was pretty good. So I go straight up to a half pipe, and I'm like, on it, about to go down. Literally the minute we get there, pretty much.
Wow.
What's a half bike?
It's like one of those, like...
The ramp.
The ramps that go back and forth.
Okay.
So I'm at the top of it. Go down. Going mad fast. Get the speed wobbles. So my board, you're not really going to be able to see it on camera, but if I'm here, my board is wobbling like crazy. All of a sudden it gives out and flips, but it catches my ankle under it. So then when it does that, I fall on my board and all my weight lands on it, and my ankle is under it. Broke my ankle. So then I'm laying in the middle of the half pipe, just laying
It was
there.
literally 5 to 10 minutes, like, when you got there.
Pretty much, yeah.
Christ.
So then
Easy come, easy go.
So I get up.
An immediate L. An immediate.
It's my life. So I again, I have a high pain tolerance, so I wasn't like freaking out or anything like that. But like, I just kind of like got up. I took my skateboard and I used it as like a cane to walk off, like get out of there. And I remember 2 kids were at the top of the half pipe, and they looked down and they were like, "Hey, you did that wrong." And I looked back and I was like, "No, really."
Oh shit. Oh, thanks.
How old were they?
They were younger. They were probably in middle school, I would say. If I was,
Jesus.
Oh my god, getting bullied by middle
Yeah,
schoolers.
really, bro.
Christ. No respect whatsoever.
Hey, dumbass. You're supposed to land on the skateboard.
So I go out. Then I had to go to the doctor, obviously. I don't think it was completely broken because I wasn't in a hard cast or anything. But I had like a soft cast. But I was on crutches for like 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
Holy
And that shit sucked. Couldn't skateboard anymore. It's my first 2 months in high school. Now I'm on crutches. I don't know if you guys ever had crutches, but when they're in your armpits, that shit starts to hurt.
Super
OD.
uncomfortable.
Like, it
Yeah.
gets like sore. And yeah, I just had to live like that for a while. Funny story, though, with the crutches that I just remembered. So my high school was 5 floors tall, and they had an elevator. So you're not supposed to use the elevator, but you
Unless
can
you
use
need
it if
to.
you're injured or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously I was able to use
Using-
the elevator. But I would bring all my boys on me to the elevator. And I would start like handing shit out from my book bag. Like, all right, you hold this, you hold this, you hold this. And then so if someone says anything, it's like, oh, they're holding my stuff. Obviously that didn't really work. So we kept doing it, kept getting yelled at, kept doing it, kept getting yelled at. Eventually the nurse is like, if you keep doing this, I'm going to take away your elevator pass. So I'm looking at her. I look down at my crutches. I look back at her. I'm like, how? Like, how am I going to get... You can't. Like, how am I going to get up the stairs?
I'll get you fired for bullying a cripple.
Like, I have class on the 5th floor. Like, what do you want me to do? So, yeah. That's just funny. Little add-on.
Wow.
And so you were able to get away with it?
Oh, God, what am I going to do? It's not like I actually needed the pass. Like, I'm on crutches. Like, what am I going to do?
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Wow.
Damn.
It's insane. Like Mike's injury stories are so like grand. Like with like even kids, hey, you did that wrong. That's insane. That's like
Yeah,
a movie
you know what's funny?
quality script.
All of your injuries involve like shame.
Yeah.
Like shame.
Like I said, it's movie quality.
Yeah.
Like they are funny. Like just the injury by itself would be insanely funny, but then something happens and he adds to it with
Every
like
time.
bonus stories and plot twists and points.
Wait, so you weren't like in a significant amount of pain though?
Nah, dude, I'm telling you. Like, I have a really high pain tolerance. It's very weird.
But what is that like what does that look like compared to what someone else would go through in your opinion?
Like, I feel like when someone breaks something, they're going to be, like, yelling or something, right?
Yeah.
But, like, I never do that. Both times.
Is it that you can restrain yourself from it or you just don't feel like it hurt that bad?
Like, it definitely hurts, but, like, I don't feel the need to, like, go crazy. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah. It's just always have been.
All right.
Wow.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Jan?
All right, so I have 2 injuries, but I'm gonna go with the most embarrassing one.
Well, no, what's the worst one?
So the worst one, it's also a matter of like what you prioritize. So in terms of pain, there's one, but in terms of actually breaking something, there's another one. They weren't the same thing.
Well, what do you want, Rob? This is your topic. Which one do you want?
I want breakage.
Breakage? Okay. So when I was in, was it elementary? I think. So when I was in elementary school, I played basketball for my school team. And during practice, I believe, just a random day of the week, we were practicing a play, and I got past the ball. And when I went to catch it,
Oh boy.
my hands were like straight looking forward, and the ball hit this finger, like the one for the heart. I don't know what's the name. Straight.
Your ring finger.
Your ring finger. Straight. And like the fracture. So that's when that's the day I confirmed that force moves in a straight line. because the impact was straight to the finger, and the fracture came up all the way up to
Holy
like my fucking
Forearm.
Yeah.
God damn.
So obviously I had to get a cast, and it was painful as shit. And it was also my right hand. That's the one that I used to write. So I needed a person to write for me in class for a couple months. And it was usually a classmate. And for tests, the tests I had in school, I would tell the teacher the answer, and she would write it down. So everybody would sit in their desks, and I would sit in the front at the desk with the teacher, and she would not read out, but I would give her the answers like verbally. I was pretty young, so I don't remember much of the pain. I remember when I got the fracture. It was one of the most insane pains I've ever felt. It's not the worst one, but dude, your like fingers are very sensitive, you know? Like they burn easily, they get cold easily. Like when you fucking break, like you get a fracture that goes from the finger all the way up to the forearm, that fucking hurts. And in a matter of minutes, my finger was purple and like super thick.
Holy
It
crap.
got really, really swollen. And then when we got to the emergency room, they can't immediately treat you. So they have to take scans and like maybe give you some painkillers, but the finger stays like that for a good few hours until they find what you have. And like, yeah, you have a fracture. This is what we need to do. We need to get you like some medication for the swelling, antibiotics, just in case like you have a cut or a fracture or whatever, and it cuts inside, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, and then fun fact, they let you pick the color of the cast when you get one.
Yeah, when you're a kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm stupid, so I picked black, so nobody could write anything.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yo, that's hilarious.
The one
The
good
one
thing.
color that you shouldn't
Oh
pick.
my God.
So
when did you realize that you fucked up?
The first day of school, like the first
Hey,
day
can
I
we
came
sign
back.
your?
Oh, nobody like I guess like silver Sharpies weren't that common back then.
No, they definitely weren't.
So yeah, nobody could write anything.
That sucks.
So that's actually hilarious.
Failing since second grade.
But that sounds, because even if you like just kind of like fuck up and you just jam your finger, like that
It still
shit hurts.
Yeah. No,
so-
it's happened to me like that time I broke, like I got fractured, but it happened multiple times after. It's something that if you play basketball enough, until you learn, it'll eventually happen to you. It'll happen to you at least once in some manner, way, or form.
Yeah.
Like you'll catch the ball wrong and you'll hit a finger wrong. I'm dude. It's like, it's playing basketball is when I've gotten the most injuries by far.
I've gotten a lot of injuries playing basketball.
Ankles, knees. I got a knee to my knee. Do you know that? Like a knee to the knee. I remember I got the hit during a rebound, got a guy's knee, hit my knee, and then I was running down the court, and like 2 seconds into the sprint, my leg completely gives out. It wasn't like immediate. I fell straight to the floor.
Damn.
And then like I couldn't get up, and they had to stop like the game and take me out.
It's probably like a weakened tendon from the damage.
It's super weird. Like imagine that your leg falls asleep immediately, and it's not like immediately on the hit, just like you're
It's a
walking.
delayed reaction.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
couldn't feel my leg, literally for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God
So
damn.
basketball and me have a love-hate relationship. Clearly, love all on my side, but hate on the
Yeah.
game side.
I remember I kneed Rajat in the back when we played basketball once.
Huh?
On purpose.
What?
He wasn't in the game. He just, you know, had got a couple licks off.
I didn't play much sports.
Wow.
Wait, how did that happen?
We were
You
playing.
actually did it on purpose?
Yeah, we were all playing, probably in high school, and like I actually decided to play, and Rajat was going for the ball, and I just kind of like jumped up and kneed him in the back.
What did he do?
I don't remember.
What the?
We can ask him. I'm sure he'll remember.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there's no reason why you just saw a target. You know what would be mad funny? Immediately knees him in the back.
Rajat
It
jumps
was
up.
pretty funny.
Rajat jumps up for a rebound, and like while he's on the way down, Mike just throwing a fucking flying knee into his spine.
and then starts laughing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Wow.
I've sprayed my ankle so many times playing basketball. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about ankles too. And I mean, this also ties back into your story. Every time you sprain your ankle, it becomes more susceptible to
Yeah.
being sprained again, or
My-
just injure your ankle in general. Do you feel like I don't know what ankle it happened to. Was your right one? Do you feel like that's weaker than your left?
Not recently, but I know like a year or two after it happened, it started
You could
to
tell
like
a
get
difference?
fucked up again.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I don't really skateboard anymore, so like I'll longboard occasionally, but for that you don't really need crazy amounts of ankle endurance. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, same about the ankle. At one point, my ankle would be swollen most of the time because I
Yeah.
would twist it so much playing basketball. We had ankle braces at my house that I would wear consistently throughout the season. Like, I would start the season
believe it.
normal, and then all of a sudden in the middle of the season, I would have a brace. Literally. I had them in like black, white, like multiple.
You could style them with your outfits.
Yeah.
That's pretty lit though.
When you and I were playing basketball, I remember I used to pull up to your apartment. Like before we would actually go to the park, I'd wrap both of my ankles. You don't remember that?
You would wrap both of your ankles
I had
Underneath
ankle
the-
braces.
underneath.
And then
Oh
I
yeah,
put my
I remember
shoes on.
that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. Because like I
Dork.
sprained my ankle so many times between like high school into the college area.
Yo, you just reminded me about that time we were playing five. We wanted to make 5 shots like not consistently, like consecutively. And Rob couldn't make them, and he would always
That's not
miss
true.
the
That's not
fifth. He would always miss the
not true.
fifth, and he would be on a roll for the first 4 shots, and then I would say just do an easy one, like, and he would just go for a 3 or a half court.
Listen, I'm all about momentum
like,
and finesse.
Literally, we stayed at the park for like an hour extra after I was done because he was just adamant on doing like a flashy 5th shot. Like an hour, bro.
I'm all about finesse.
Trash.
Yeah.
Bricks, all around bricks.
Damn, is it cold outside? All right, what's your worst injury?
Mine was my brother and I always used to, and this is probably what all fucking small children do, just jump up and down on like our beds whenever we had free time, essentially, for no good reason.
Yo, Cam looks so mad.
What?
I don't know, bro. Like, you're just like, we're just like,
Oh my god!
Because he got me off guard.
And so we would just be jumping up and down on our beds. And then there was a point in time where my house was having construction done on it. And there were loose nails around the house.
oh shit.
The fuck?
And
With kids inside?
unbeknownst to me, there happened to be a nail on the side of the bed.
Oh man.
And at one point, like I'm doing my jumps, I'm doing backflip, front. It's like a fucking Junior Olympics in this crib, dude. And at one point, I basically fall off the bed while doing the jump, and I land straight on the nail, and it gets stuck in my leg.
Holy crap.
And so I'm bleeding like crazy. My parents basically end up bringing me to the hospital to get like stitched up or staples. I don't remember what they did. But it was another scenario, tying it back to fucking anime, bro. Immediately going Super Saiyan. Like that was my way of trying to deal with pain.
It all comes full circle.
And it all comes full circle.
Wow.
Yeah.
It really took the heart that to become a Super Saiyan, there has to be pain involved.
There has to be pain.
And anger.
Yeah. That's Goku's speech in it too.
I could save it for another day, but I also had a nail in same spot, it seemed like.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's a whole nother story though.
I had the tip of a pencil in my knee. A friend in school thought it was funny to jam a pencil in my knee.
Did you laugh?
Yeah, immediately, actually.
It was just a prank, bro. I mean, it's not that serious.
Calm down.
It's just a prank.
The thing is, I recently read that graphite tends to stay in the skin for long periods of time. So I had this black dot on my knee for like a decade.
Yeah, I'm not even bullshitting you. I had a pencil stuck in here as a kid.
A pencil or a pencil's tip?
The whole thing?
Well,
the
like
whole pencil, like a crayon.
Yeah,
No, the tip, but like it would, like I had to pull the pencil out type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same as the imagine like perforating the actual pants.
Was it the soft part of your knee or the hard part of your knee?
It was the soft part, so it was here.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
Oh
it
my
just
goodness.
stayed there. It stayed like that.
Dude.
Whoa.
And it was like, ah! And then the fucking pen comes out, but it doesn't have the tip. Like the point, like no graphite. And I'm like, it's fucking stuck there and it wouldn't come out. Like I tried with like, once I got home, my mom tried with like tweezers. It wouldn't come out. And so it stayed there for years.
And then your body just sheds it.
I don't know what happens because I think we did get most of the sediment out, but still it's like a tattoo, right? It'll stay there. It's not ink, right? But it's still carbon based. So it'll stain the skin and it'll stay like that. And with time it'll fade. Probably
Still
with
in there to this day.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can still see it because now I have hair there and like you get old and you like the sun also plays a role. But when I was like in middle school and like high school, at the beginning of high school, there's still no hair here. You could still see it. Yeah. Actually, hair covers up. I have a mole here on my right here. Yeah, and I haven't seen it in years. But it's like a big, like a Marilyn Monroe one here, but here. And I haven't seen it in years, and sometimes I forget it's there. And it's because of the beard.
Do you ever talk to it? Like,
I do, and I say to it that I miss him, and that
you haven't forgotten about him?
He
I
will
haven't-
return one
that
day.
he used to be like a beauty mark that I would appreciate, distinctive, you know.
So why don't you just shave like a little hole?
I've thought about it, but I think the world's not ready for that type of styling
Gotcha.
in the beard community.
You could set that. You could set that trend though.
I've gotten a lot of pushback from the beard community, you know. So the next time we meet at the council meeting, I'll bring it up again and see what they say. Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
I'll
Thank
be
you.
waiting on that.
All right. Well, this is the end of the week podcast.
We can never just stay on one thing, you know?
I don't know how the fuck we went from injuries to talking about Jan's mole. But
That's the beauty of
That's
it.
what we're about over here, goddammit. Spontaneity.
It is.
All
That's
right.
the best part of our show, actually,
Yeah.
And the best part of the week.
and the best part of the week.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Tell us about your worst injuries. Have you been through broken bones, torn skin? Anything else?
Nails penetrating you.
That's
What'd you just
aggressive. Nails
Oh.
penetrating you.
Oh my goodness.
What'd you think I said?
I'm not even gonna say it.
Please like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
End of week podcast. Peace.
Peace.